Okay, week one, we are going over structure of your position on the cage or on the wall. So how are you supposed to structure your body on the cage? There's do's and don'ts. So the biggest thing is that we need to know how to use this. And what I mean by that, if I'm defending a normal shot, say a double leg or single leg, and the guy shoots that shot and starts driving through, right now I don't have anything behind me, which means the guy can use the space to drive me basically through the takedown. It's a little bit different on the fence, on the wall, is as the fence and the wall stop that. So there's no space behind me, so I don't have to worry about tripping and falling. I can use this to keep my base up. So how do we do that, right? So the first thing with the wall defense is that I want to try basically keep as flat to the wall as possible by creating an angle in what we call in terms of a split stance. Okay, so with my split stance, I'm trying to get my feet, okay, and my back and my hips as flat to the wall as possible. I don't want to be leaning where my feet are away from the wall, right? And I don't want to be leaning my shoulder off the wall. I want to try and make all contact towards the wall in a split stance, right? With the split stance, you can do it very wide and you can do it narrow in terms of shoulder width. I don't want to do it closer than shoulder width, all right? Obviously, because then my legs can come together and there can be a takedown from that position. Now, the question is, why do we use the split stance? The split stance, all right, allows our hips to point away from our opponent, all right? And if my hips are pointing towards my opponent, it's very easy for the individual then to connect his hands around either my torso and especially my lower part of my body. I don't have enough basically balance from this position, and if I lean over, my center of gravity then advances to him. My center of gravity is towards him, which means that he's able to lift me a little bit up. So we always want to understand the guy shoots any type of single, double, or body lock. I'm always going into my split stance position. Another important thing is understanding my head position. My head position always needs to be in line kind of with my pelvis, all right? So a lot of times you'll see guys, if they're in a position like this and the guy's trying to pull the leg out, they'll lean over, which means that my head now goes over my knee. It's not in line with my pelvis, and it's easy for that leg now to be taken out. So whenever we're in this position, we're always trying to understand our level changing in our split stance, right? And understanding that our head is always staying in line with our hip, so that we're not leaning our center of gravity over the individual or over our knee line, which is going to cause some sort of base disruption, and our weight distribution is going to be off, all right? So again, we don't want to be square. I don't want to be leaning over my individual, and my head doesn't want to be over my hips. I want to be in a split stance. I can either do it very wide, okay, even getting my knee to the ground and coming back up, right? I don't want it too narrow, so it can be shoulder width. Right? The next thing is my head position. My head position needs to be in line with my pelvic bone, okay, and not over my knee or over my hip. Right? Obviously, with our hand position, we can either get any type of hand control or wrist control or elbow control, and you're either going to have an overhook or underhook depending on it's a single leg, double leg, and so forth. Right? So understanding the split stance is very important, and it's a drills that you guys need to understand on how to implement. It's not like our normal defense or defensive position when an individual shoots, say, a double leg, where we have to understand how to sprawl our hips away from the individual. Right now, we can't use that because we don't have the space. Keep your body as connected to the wall or fence as much as you can, because the wall is keeping you up. Right? So even if the individual pulls you off the wall, all right, you're going to have a little bit of a greater success of takedowns, because now I can't lean on anything. So we use this wall as an advantage of leaning into it, right? Which this wall now is keeping me up, right? As soon as I'm off the wall, I have nothing to lean into, and then my base is disrupted and it's easy for a takedown.